Hello, friends. I hope you're doing great today. And if you're not, hey, that's okay. Life isn't always sweet like bubble tea. Sometimes it's like a bowl of spicy noodles. It burns your tongue, makes your eyes water, and leaves you wondering, why did I even start eating this? But here's the twist. Somehow, you still finish the whole bowl and say, that was good. Life is like that. Painful in the moment, yet strangely delicious when you look back. Today, I want to talk to you about a secret that most people ignore, but is one of the most powerful keys to long-term success: winning silently. Yes, win, but win like a ninja, smooth, silent, and sharp. Don't wave a flag every time you take one step forward. Don't scream from the rooftops when you make your first $100. Be quiet, like a cat stalking success in the alley of life. Because before people even notice, you'll already be at the top of the mountain, savoring your success with confidence and calm. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever shared your good news with someone, maybe a friend or a family member, and instead of clapping, they went silent? Maybe they coughed awkwardly, avoided eye contact, or said something like, "Oh, must be nice, my friend." Welcome to Earth. On this planet, people often feel better when you're failing. It makes them feel secure in staying exactly where they are. But when you start rising, when you begin to shine, their insecurities show, and suddenly they're uncomfortable. That's why winning silently is the smartest move you can make. It protects your energy, your focus, your sanity, and most importantly, your peace of mind. In the early days of building Alibaba, my team and I were just a group of nobodies, 18 dreamers squeezed into a small apartment with no money, no connections, and frankly, no clear direction half the time. We ate cheap instant noodles like they were gourmet meals. Our laptops were outdated, our internet slow, and yet our dreams were crazy big. We were building something out of nothing, brick by digital brick. And here's the funny thing. When we finally started to grow, at first people ignored us. Then they laughed. Then came the fake congratulations. People clapped, but if you looked closely, their smiles never reached their eyes. They'd say things like, "Jack, you're so lucky." Lucky? You think luck writes code, builds servers, or negotiates contracts? No, my friend, that's not luck. That's sweat mixed with stress and sleepless nights. The truth is, when you're failing, the world goes silent. No one cares. But the moment you start rising, suddenly everyone becomes a commentator on your life. They question you. He's changing. She thinks she's better than us. He must be doing something shady. Why? Because when you start shining, you reflect the shadows that others are desperately trying to hide. Your growth exposes their stagnation, their inability to change, and instead of clapping, they project their insecurities onto your success, like a bad movie that no one really wants to watch, but everyone has an opinion on. That's why I say, win silently. Don't announce your every move. Don't parade your progress like a peacock. Protect your peace like it's gold. Silent winning isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's your armor in a world where not everyone wants to see you succeed. I always say, talk less, work more. When you talk too much about your goals, two things happen. You waste energy, and you invite unnecessary competition. Imagine if you told 10 people, "I'm starting a new business." Now 9 of them are waiting for you to fail, and 1 is secretly copying your idea while pretending to support you. It's like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to show people it's growing. No, you water it, protect it, and let it grow underground silently. And when it becomes a tree, even your enemies will need your shade. Let me tell you a story that still makes me shake my head when I think about it. Back in 2001, I was at a tech conference, one of those events where everyone is trying to look smarter than everyone else. They were talking about IPOs, the future of the internet, and why their startup was the next Google, all before they'd even built a proper website. I was there, sipping my tea, when I noticed a guy walking in like he owned the building. He was wearing a shiny suit, sunglasses indoors, and, wait for it, gold shoes. Yes, gold shoes. I thought maybe he was lost. Maybe he was heading to a magician's convention, but no.
walked straight up to me and said, "Jack, people need to see that I'm successful." I smiled politely and said, "Yes, but they also need to see that you're not insecure." He laughed loudly. I laughed too. But inside, I was thinking, "Bro, your shoes are shining brighter than your ideas. Your confidence is louder than your competence." Here's the thing. The most dangerous threat to your progress isn't failure. It's the desperate need to impress. If you spend all your energy trying
To look successful, you'll forget to actually be successful. You start performing instead of building, competing instead of creating. Let me remind you, wealth doesn't need a parade, wisdom doesn't need a microphone, power doesn't need to yell. Real success walks quietly. It doesn't need gold shoes, it wears humility. It's not about who notices you. It's about what you're building while everyone else is distracted by noise. Now let me drop some animal wisdom. A lion doesn't roar before it catches its prey. It stays low, quiet, and calculated. Meanwhile, the chicken, screams every time it lays an egg, as if it's winning a Grammy. But ask yourself, who do you respect more, the lion or the chicken? Let your success be like the lion's roar, powerful and impactful, but only heard after the hunt. One big mistake I see today is that people turn their personal development into a reality TV show. They post every small win, every minor victory. "I'm working on something big. I just made $50 today," they announce. But real builders don't need an audience. They need focus. You don't see Elon Musk tweeting every time he tightens a bolt, or Messi posting every time he practices a shot, because real greatness doesn't need applause during rehearsal. Let people clap when the performance is done. Sad truth. It costs nothing to support a friend, but many people choose jealousy instead. They'd rather say, "Oh, that must be nice," rather than ask, "How can I learn from you?" They'd rather see you change so they can plant doubts in your mind. And trust me, those doubts, wrapped in fake smiles and soft compliments, will slowly erode your confidence if you let them. That's why I say, build quietly, shine through substance, not shoes. Don't tell everyone your plan. Just do it. Execute. And when people finally notice and ask, "Hey, when did you become so successful?" just smile and say, "While you were watching, I was working." Your life will be the loudest speech you ever give. Now here's another key. Work in silence, pray in silence, invest in silence, learn in silence, grow in silence, win in silence. Because when the time is right, your success will make all the noise for you, and that noise is sweeter than any announcement you could have made. I want to leave you with this thought. The tree that grows the tallest started as the quietest seed. Don't be afraid of being underestimated. Don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Let your results be your resume. Let your peace be your power. Let your silence be your strategy. Win silently, and when you do, they won't know what hit them. They'll just say, "Wow, when did this happen?" And you'll smile, knowing that while they were busy watching others, you were becoming legendary friends. I challenge you. Stop wasting your time on superficial validation. Focus on what truly matters, your vision, your work, and your growth. Get off the distractions, protect your energy, and build your life quietly but powerfully. Remember, success without peace is like owning a mansion with no roof. Everyone sees inside, and the rain still gets you. The more people know about your next move, the more vulnerable you become. Not everyone is evil, but many are nosy. When too many eyes are watching, you start performing instead of living. You post that vacation photo not because you're enjoying yourself, but because you need to prove something. You buy a car not because you love driving, but because you want validation. Approval is not oxygen. You can breathe just fine without it. Let me leave you with a final bit of wisdom. Talk less, work more. Focus on the steps you must take to win silently. Build your success quietly, like a tree growing stealthily until it's tall enough to cast a long shadow. Your progress should confuse, humble, and inspire, all at the same time. When you're done with your work, let your results speak for themselves. Let your silence be your superpower. Because when you win silently, your success will be undeniable, and the world will have no choice but to take notice. So, as you step out today, remember this. Don't waste your time. Invest in yourself. Cut through the noise. Work with quiet determination. And when you win, let your victory be the loudest voice in the room.